This is your beloved Minister Austin Smith with ZMR Radio on the Wake Up Call. Wake up. Wake up. It's high time. All right, we do always rise, giving all the kabod and the kabah, which is the glory and the honor to the Most High Yah, the rich being Yahusha Mashyach, who died and ransomed himself for our sins and our transgressions, that we may have an ability, that we may have an opportunity to take on the Lam Kai, which is eternal life. I appreciate him allowing me to be before you all once again to be able to bring forth the word. My honest prayer is that it be a benefit to you. I don't want to just be able to give you words, but I want to give you words of life, words of understanding, words that can help you and aid you in your endeavor to obtain that eternal life. Nonetheless, go ahead and get me that Romans 15:4. Listen to the book.
For whatever was written before was written to teach us.
For whatever was written before was written to teach us, was written to give us an understanding, a level of ability through that understanding. So that what?
So that through endurance and through the consolation of the scriptures, we might have hope.
So everything that we're going to get is going to be based off of what was given before. Because he didn't tell you whatsoever things were written after this. Because I don't know what's going to happen after this, but I can tell you what got me where I'm at. I can tell you how I got where I am. So the thing is, even we talked about it before, I talked about how an aged man, how you would naturally think that an aged man would be the most wise man because he's been able to live a certain amount of life that's led him to the point where he's at now, that he's still living. So the same thing happened with the word. The things that they were given aforetime was what got them there. So even if you look at the first Berith, which they call the Old Testament, all those things did what? They led us up to the Yahusha. He said that the law and the Nabaim were unto Yahuah. Yep. So guess what? If I get rid of the things that led me up to Yahuah, what's going to signify and let me know that he's of value? So the thing that we get rid of the things that came before, we get rid of the whole book then. Ain't none of it no good. Matter of fact, get me, what's that? Colossians 3:1, 3:6. Go ahead, listen to the book.
For it is because of these things that the wrath of Elohim shall come upon the sons of disobedience, and in which you also walked in front of them when you were living among them. But now also put off all these from you, anger, wrath, malice.
Make it 3:1.
Yes, sir.
Listen.
Therefore, if you have been raised with the Mashyach, seek those things which are above, where the Mashyach is seated there at the right hand of Elohim.
So we look at, what do you say about the Mashyach? Where is he at?
Where the Mashyach is seated there at the right hand of Elohim.
Where the Mashyach is placed. So if I look at what is it that he was able to accomplish, the Mashyach was able to accomplish in a state. So now when I look at him and I say I want to be where it is that he is, what do I have to do? I got to do the same thing that he had. I got to do the things that were Nikatah before time, the things that were written before time, not just the things that were written, but the things that were lived. A lot of times what you got is you got a lot of people who can tell you and give you information, but how many people are living by the information that they quote unquote claim to be teaching you? And that's what happens a lot of times when you get an insufficient preacher. There's not a benefit in just being able to proclaim the word, because the thing is if I proclaim the word, but I don't live by the word, the same thing that I gave is going to be the same thing that's going to condemn me. So that's the whole purpose of making sure that even when you're getting the word, that you're getting it from a clean vessel, because I got to be able to look at it and say, well, look at what it did for you. Look at where it's got you. So the thing is would it make sense for me to go and hear a preacher that's living worse than me? It would be of no value. So that's the whole purpose. And the thing is truly and realistically, if I was preaching the true word, I couldn't stay in a filthy situation, because the thing is me preaching is based on the fact that I believe it. So the thing is if I believe the word and the word could truly be of value to me, then how would I be living something contrary? It wouldn't even make sense. But come on, listen to the book.
Think of the things which are above your law, your hearts, not of what are on earth.
Set your affections on the things above, not on the things to the rocks. We talked about it before, because guess what's going to happen to the whole of rocks? It's going to be done away. Even he told you a new Shamayim and a newer rocks are going to come. So the thing is all these things, the things that we naturally have now are things that are temporal, which means that they're only here for a temporary time. Temp, that's the root word. The root of that word is temp, means it's something, it's momentary. Just like you look at temperature. Guess what happened with temperature? It constantly changes. It's going to go up or go down. That's the same thing that happened with everything that's temporary. It's going to go up or go down. But guess what we have with Yahuah? He can give us something alam, something that's eternal, something that never ends. It continues to live and continues to abide. Come on.
For you have died, and your life is hidden with the Mashyach in Elohim. At the time the Mashyach, who is our life, is manifested, then you shall also be manifested with him in glory. Therefore consider the members which are upon the arats, fornication, uncleanness, passion, evil desire, and covetousness after greed, which is the work of idolatry.
Matter of fact, you know what it tell you in the King James Verse? It say you mortify your members, which are on their rocks. You know, what's that mortify? That's to kill out. Because the thing is guess what's going to happen? Then he names out, what's the behavior that he named out after you tell him that? First, matter of fact, what did it say right there? Well, let's just go with where it says right there.
Therefore consider the members which are upon the arats.
Consider the things that's on this arats right here. And then what he tell him? What was it?
Fornication,
Marriage.
fornication,
Doing right.
fornication,
Living righteous.
fornication,
Fornication. And what else?
uncleanness,
And uncleanness.
passion,
Passions.
evil desire,
That's your lusting, your desiring after things. Evil desires.
and covetousness after greed, which is the work of idolatry.
The thing is that idolatry is because now these things that I'm lusting after, these things are having a rule over me. The thing, we talked about these things so many times before now, but the thing is that's what it all come back to. When I start to go after things that are contrary, it's because these things it's really come back to idolatry because I'm now under the servitude of these things. Yeah. I'm now under I'm under the control of these things. I'm under the control of these desires. You know what would happen if you eat something and it upsets your stomach, what you gonna do? I'm gonna vomit it up. You know why? Because it's disturbing me. Because it's taking control of me. I could try to fight it, but guess what? I could try to fight it all I want to, but guess what? I'm under the control of that thing. So guess what it's gonna do? It's gonna control the body. I can't say, I'm gonna will it with my mind. Nope. I'm gonna think wellness. You're not sick. My stomach don't hurt no more. It's still there. You know. It's got the control of me because you allowed it to get in you and take full control. So that's the whole purpose of us coming to get the word. So that way, regardless of what it is that might come to my mind, I got something that's controlling me on the inside. So now my members can't go off to do things that are contrary because what? Because of what's in me. But the thing is a lot of time what we look at is we don't truly store up the word in us. We have we allow too many other things to be stored up. Matter of fact, get me Bereshit chapter 41. Because the thing is now that we begin to talk about what's inside of us, now we got to consider, well, what is it that I need to store up inside of me? What's the value of having it stored up inside me? Let's see. Y'all got me?
Yes, sir.
Listen to the book. Bereshit, they're called the book of Genesis, chapter 41, at verse 1. Listen to the book.
Now it happened at the end of Tushanim of Yamim that Pharaoh was dreaming, and behold, he was standing by the Nile River. And lo, from the Nile River there came up 7 cows, good to the appearance and choice in the flesh, and they grazed in the marsh grass. Then behold, 7 other cows came up after them from the Nile River, evil in appearance and thin in the flesh, and they stood by the other cows on the bank of the Nile River. The cows, evil in appearance and thin in the flesh, ate up the 7 cows, good in appearance and choice. Then Pharaoh awoke. He fell asleep and dreamed a second time. And behold, 7 ears of grain came up on a single stalk, plump and good. Then behold, 7 ears, thin and scorched by the east wind, sprouted up after them. The thin ears swallowed up the 7 plump and full ears. Then Pharaoh awoke, and behold, it was a dream.
Oh, man. What is this? He said, this is a dream. It's just a dream. And you know what? Realistically, the same thing. You know what happened with Pharaoh with those dreams? How did he get those dreams? He saw it. He was seeing these things. These were just like visions that he had, but these are visions that came upon him when he was asleep. So the thing is a lot of times what you look at, even with that, it'll go down. We'll make that point. But just while I'm talking now, what you realize is sometimes it's not enough for you to be able to see it. All these things that happened, Pharaoh saw it first himself. But guess what he had to come back and do later on? I had to come back and get somebody else to show me what it is that I was saying. Because the thing is that a lot of times people look at it and they'll say, well, I'm going to read, I'm going to study. The thing is you guess what's going to happen? You go out and you read and you study, but you don't have nobody to show you exactly how the stuff works.
That's right.
You're going to be just like Pharaoh. He knew what he saw.
That's right.
When he saw the first one, what did he see about the first cows?
They were good.
They were good. And what did he see about the second one?
They were evil.
They were evil. Okay. I see this one good. I see it with my natural eye. I see that this one's good. I see the other one that came behind it was bad. but I still don't understand.
That's right.
So the thing is, when I go and I try to read, and I try to go and search and go, unless I have somebody to put it all together for me to show me exactly what this means, it's without value.
That's right.
Let's see. Keep reading.
And it came to pass.
And it
in
came
the
to
morning,
pass in the morning.
His spirit was troubled.
It's troubling me.
So
he was troubled by the dream that he had.
Yes, sir.
He said he awoke, and behold, it was a dream.
That's right.
And then he woke up. He said he was troubled.
Yes,
Come
sir.
on.
So he sent and called for all the magicians of Egypt and all the wise the wise men.
He called for the magicians and the who?
And the wise men.
And the wise men. Because you've been living a long time. You got a lot of knowledge and information. Maybe you can help me out. Maybe you can figure out what this here dream be that I'm seeing. Let's see.
And Pharaoh told them his dreams.
And he told it to him.
But there was no interpreter of them to Pharaoh.
So I told you exactly what I saw. I didn't understand it. I told it to you just like I saw it, and you don't understand it. Let's see, what happened?
Then the chief cupbearer spoke to Pharaoh, saying, I mentioned of my sin today.
Oh, man, you know what? Now that I see this, that none of them people can understand, let me see. It made me think of somebody.
Pharaoh was furious with his servants, and he put me in confinement in the house of the captain of the bodyguard, both me and the chief baker. We dreamed a dream on the same night, he and I. We each dreamed according to the interpretation of his own dream. Now, an Abary youth was with us there.
He said that we each dream what?
We dreamed a dream on the same night, he and I. We each dreamed according to the interpretation of his own dream.
Both of those men, they were both given a certain dream. The dream, we didn't have the same dream. I gave you something because that's what's going to be for you. I gave you something because that's what's going to be for you. So the two had something different, but they all came from who? They all came from Yahuah. I gave you that which was concerning yourself. So the thing is, guess what happens when we come forth, when any of the preachers come forth to bring forth the word, whether they be here or anywhere else, scattered upon the face of the earth, we're all given a word. For who? For you. And the thing is, you might look at it and be like, well, how is this going to apply to me? I'm going to show you how this is going to apply to you. Come on.
Now, an Abary youth was there with us there.
It was an older man.
An Abary youth.
Oh, man. Because he called the wise men that were before, and they couldn't help him. It's almost like aged men ain't always wise. So who we need to call now? The Abary what?
An Abary youth.
The Abary youth. Okay.
Was with us there, a servant of the captain of the bodyguard, and we related them to him, and he interpreted our dreams for us.
We relayed what it is that we saw to him, and he interpreted it to us.
To each one he interpreted according to his own dream. And it came to pass, as he interpreted for us, so it happened, he restored me in my office, but he hanged him. Then Pharaoh sent and called for Joseph, and they made him hasten from the dungeon, and when he had shaved himself and changed his clothes, he came to Pharaoh. Pharaoh said to Joseph, I have dreamed a dream, but no one can interpret it.
I done dreamed a dream, and ain't nobody who can tell me what it is that I'm supposed to be understanding from it.
And I have heard it said about you that when you hear a dream, to interpret it.
But I heard that you got an ability. I heard that you got the ability to be able to tell me just how the thing works. Come on.
Joseph then answered Pharaoh, saying, Not I, Elohim shall answer a welfare of Pharaoh.
It ain't gonna be just to me. The thing is I'm really trying to fight back because so many times I want to interject, and I realize that's what make you drag on so long. But so many things come to mind as you're reading the word. But who did he tell him that? Who was gonna answer him?
Joseph answered Pharaoh, saying, Not I, Elohim shall answer a welfare of Pharaoh.
Not I, but Elohim gonna answer. Elohim gonna tell you what it is. So the thing is, what you saw the man, but you didn't realize where the gift came from, where the ability came from. The word that I speak unto you, they not mine, but they my Abba's. They are these. They're not. That's not Pastor Smith. That's not Pastor Tony Smith. That's Yahuah Elohim. That's Yahuah, the mighty one, the one who formed me, the one who put me in my father and had him put me in my mother, the one who knew me from the beginning, the one who created me for this ability. He's the one who's speaking to you. You know what I do? A lot of times I could pull all out there. But the thing is the reason why I try to pull all in here is because I want people to know that when I'm coming forward to bring forth the word, I can't come forth and give you nothing unless he give it to me. And the reason why I can stand up and pull all that, be perfectly fine, but I go down and I humble myself because I want to make sure I let them know. And one of the things that I ask them all the time is, don't let me speak what I want to speak. Let me speak what you want the people to hear. Don't let it be to my kaboo, but let it be to yours. And that's the same thing that Joseph telling Pharaoh right now. Because the thing is, guess who they told Pharaoh about? They told him about Joseph. They ain't never tell him about Yahuah.
Nope.
But who did Joseph tell him that he was gonna come from?
Oh, Elohim.
It was gonna come from Elohim. I'm coming to tell you everything that you need. It ain't gonna come just from the preacher. It's gonna come from Elohim. But he gonna give it to the preacher to give it to you. Right. The same thing happened when they with Mashyach, when they came in the 20th chapter of the book of U'Allah Shemut. Guess what happened when Yahuah had first came? They were feared. And they said, you know what? Don't let him speak to us. You speak with us instead. Lest we move. So the thing is this is what you wanted. You wanted somebody to be the intermediary for you. You wanted somebody to intercede and be able to give you what it is that you needed to hear. So you got to change it up sometimes. Don't keep fighting with the word. Do something different. Come on. Pick me back up. Listen.
So Pharaoh spoke to Joseph, in my dream, behold, I was standing on the bank of the Nile River. And behold, 7 cows, choice in the flesh, and good in shape, came out of the Nile River, and they grazed in the marsh grass. Lo, 7 other cows came up after them, poor and very ill favored, and thin in the flesh, such as I have never seen for ugliness in all the land of Mizraim. And the thin and evil cows ate up the first 7 choice cows. Yet, when they had entered into their bellies, it could not be known that they had entered into their bellies, for their appearance was evil as before.
So the cows that were before, they were well favored. But guess what? They were so well that they were good when they were here, but when the bad took the good, it didn't even change them. You know why? Because that's how bad they were.
That's right.
They were so bad that though they had taken on something good, it still didn't help them.
That's right.
And you know what? Really, this is not even where I want to go with this, but this is the reality of it is. Guess what happens a lot of time when you hear the word? You come before him as his people, you hear the word, but guess what you won't do?
You ain't gonna do it.
You won't do it. So guess what cows you just like?
Evil.
You just like the evil cows. You coming forth and you constantly hearing the word. I'm hearing the word and I'm eating it, quote unquote. Yeah, guess what? Just as sure as they ate the good ones, you eating good the bar. You eating wholesome the bar, something essential, something that can promote growth. But guess what happened? No change. You're not growing by it. People come forward, they hear you, they see you coming, you hearing the word. They're like, oh man, you there? Oh man, they got a tight word right there. Oh man, that's where you go? Man, y'all got a true preacher. Man, y'all got the word. But then what happened when they see you? Ain't no change in you.
Right.
You still look the same. You evil favored. Come on.
Then I awoke. I saw also in my dream, and behold, 7 ears, full and good, came up on a single stalk. And lo, 7 ears withered, thin and scorched by the east wind, sprouted up after them. And the thin ears swallowed the 7 good ears. Then I told it to the magicians, but there was no one who could explain it to me.
Nobody that can explain it to me.
Now Joseph said to Pharaoh, Pharaoh's dream are one and the same.
The dreams you have, it's tell you the same thing. You don't recognize it, but it's tell you the same thing.
Elohim has told to Pharaoh what he is about to do.
Elohim, he just telling you what it is that he about to do. Because surely Yahuah does nothing except we do what? Except we reveal it to the Abadim and the Ba. Come on. That's what, Amos, the 3rd chapter, 3 and 8. I think it should be 3 and 8. But come on, listen to the book.
Then the 7 good cows, they are 7 shanim, 7 years.
They're 7 years.
And the 7 good ears, they are 7 years. The dreams are one and the same.
Yahuah tell you the same thing. He's not giving you nothing new.
The 7 thin and evil cows that came up after them, they are 7 years. And the 7 thin ears, scorched by the east wind, shall be 7 years of famine. This is the word is as I have spoken to Pharaoh.
The word is just like I done spoken to you.
Elohim has shown to Pharaoh what he does.
He done showed you what he's about to do.
Behold, 7 years of great abundance are coming in all the land of Mizraim. And after them, 7 years of famine shall come.
After them, 7 years of famine shall come.
And all the abundance shall be forgotten in the land of Mizraim.
And all the abundance is what? That's a plentiful time. But what did he say about that plentiful time?
All the abundance shall be forgotten in the land of Mizraim,
And all the abundance is going to be forgotten in the land of Mizraim.
and the famine shall ravage the land.
And the famine going to ravage the land. It's going to take all of it. Come on.
So the abundance shall be not known in the land because of that subsequent famine, for it shall be very severe.
See, I mess up a word, he mess up a word, it bounced. Come on. Matter of fact, you know what? That's okay. It will go too long. Go ahead.
Now, as for repeating of the dream to Pharaoh twice, it means that the matter is determined by Elohim, and Elohim is hastening to do it. Now let Pharaoh look for a man discerning and wise, and set him over the land of Mizraim. Let Pharaoh act, and let him appoint overseers in charge of the land.
What verse is that?
Verse 34.
Read that again.
33.
33.
Now let Pharaoh look for a man discerning and wise, and
Pharaoh
set him over the
Look
land
for a
of
man
Mizraim.
discerning and wise, and let him do what?
Set him over the land of Mizraim.
And put him over the land of Mizraim.
Let Pharaoh act, and let him appoint overseers in charge of the land, and let him exact a fifth of the produce of the land of Mizraim in the 7 years of abundance. Then let them gather all the food of those good years that are coming, and store up the grain for food in the cities under the hand of Pharaoh, and let them guard it. Let the food become,
And let them do what?
and let them guard it.
And let them guard it.
Let the food become as a reserve for the land for the 7 years of famine.
What verse is that?
Verse 36.
All right.
Let the food become as a reserve for the land for the 7 years of famine, which shall occur in the land of Mizraim, so that the land shall not perish during the famine. Now the word was good in the eyes of Pharaoh and in the eyes of all his servants.
He said so that the land didn't do what?
So that the land shall not perish during the famine.
So that the land should not perish during the famine.
Now the word was good in the eyes of Pharaoh and in the eyes of all his servants. Then Pharaoh said to his servants, can we find a man like this,
Can we find a man like this?
in whom has a ruach of Elohim?
Who got the rock of Elohim?
So Pharaoh said to Joseph, since Elohim has informed you of all this, there is none intelligent and wise like you.
Now that I think about it, it kind of, you know what I'm saying? If Yahuah gave you the interpretation, then maybe I need to be hearing from you. Maybe you the man we need to seek to be over this whole thing to make sure that the land don't perish. Come on.
You shall be over my house, and according to your mouth all my people shall be ruled. Only in the throne I shall be greater than you.
Only in the throne am I going to be greater than you.
Pharaoh said to Joseph, see, I have set you over all the land of Mizraim. Then Pharaoh took off his signet ring from his hand and put it on Joseph's hand, and clothed him in garments of fine linen, and put the gold necklace around his neck.
Pharaoh did what again?
Then Pharaoh took off his signet ring from his hand and put it on Joseph's hand, and clothed him with garments of fine linen,
He took the things off and he clothed them with what?
garments of fine linen, and put the gold necklace around his neck. He said he had him ride in a chariot, which was the second to him. And they proclaimed before him, bow the knee, and he set him over all the land of Mizraim. And Pharaoh said to Joseph, I am Pharaoh. Without a word from you, not a man shall rise his hand or his foot in all the land of Mizraim.
Without a who?
Without a word,
Without your mouth, not a man going to do what?
not a man shall rise his hand or his foot in all the land of Mizraim. Now Joseph was 30 years old when he stood before Pharaoh, Malach of Mizraim.
He was what?
30 years old when he stood before Pharaoh, Malach of Mizraim. And Joseph went out from the presence of Pharaoh and went through all the land of Mizraim.
Okay, we might have to go a little fast now. Go ahead and get me that Amos chapter 8, and give me 8 and 10. They'll call it the book of Amos, chapter 8 and 10. Amos, that's burdensome. Realistically, you know why he would call him burdensome? Because of the message that he had. Guess what Joseph would have been telling Pharaoh? He even told him a burdensome message. So when Guess what? That was a horror that Pharaoh had. And so when he woke up, he was troubled by the dream. You know why? Because this troubled me. So when I need somebody to come back and tell me what it is the dream was trying to tell me, guess what I'm going to feel? I'm going to feel troublesome because this is a burdensome message. So let's see what this burden bearer tell us.
Sir.
Come on, listen to the book.
Then I shall turn your festivals into mourning and all your songs into lamentation.
Matter of fact, make it 8 and 9.
Sir. It shall come about in that day, declares Adonai Yahuah, that I shall make the sun go down at noon, and I shall darken the arise in the day of light.
So what do we have before that? If he said it's going to come to pass, I'll make the sun be darkened at noon, what do we naturally have now at noon? The sunlight is in its highest point at noon. Okay.
Then I shall turn your festivals into mourning and all your songs into lamentation.
Your festivals into mourning. What is our festival? That's a joyful time. And you only should have a feast if you got what? I got to have a harvest to have a feast. Because why would I come in, hey, y'all, come on. Y'all ready? We're going to feast. I got the whole horse, right? I don't have nothing for us to eat. So how could I have a feast unless we first have harvested something, except I first gather something? Now, you know what happened, right? You know what you're in right now? Whenever the word is being brought forth, you're being brought to a feast. And guess, I got a whole spread. Now, come on, eat this.
And I shall bring sackcloth on all loins and baldness on every head.
I'm going to bring sackcloth on all loins. That's mourning clothes, sad stuff. Nothing good.
And I shall make it like the mourning for an only one.
Matter of fact, you know he told you, what did he say again? Read that again.
Then I shall turn your festivals into mourning and all your songs into lamentation. And I shall bring sackcloth on all loins and baldness on every head.
I'm going to turn all the good cattle that you had, the good stocks you had. He said, what are you going to do with them?
And all your songs into lamentation.
And all your songs, all your praise that you're going to try to do, I'm going to turn that into mourning instead too. So instead of singing and joyfulness, you're going to have sadness and you're going to have sorrowfulness and crying. Come on.
And I shall bring sackcloth on all loins and baldness on every head.
And I'm going to bring baldness on every head. So if I bring baldness on you, then what did you have first? I had to have hair. It's the only way it makes sense. Come on.
And I shall make it like the mourning for an only one.
Like one mourning for his only son.
And the end of it like a bitter day. Behold, days are coming, declares Adonai Yahuah, that I shall send a famine on the arise. Not a famine for bread, nor a thirst for water.
He said he's going to send a what on the arise?
A famine on the arise.
A famine is coming on the arise.
Not a famine for bread, nor a thirst for water, but rather for hearing the words of Yahuah.
Oh, man. It's almost like the same thing that he told Pharaoh, the same thing that Yahuah is telling us now. The same thing that he told us by the mouth of the Nabah. He's telling us exactly what he's going to do. A famine going to come, a time going to come, but guess what? You're not going to have this same ability that you had before. You're not going to have this brightness of the Shema. You're not going to have this light that you're going to be able to see. It's going to be darkness for you. Instead of this well-set hair, you're going to have baldness. Instead of your feast and your festival time, guess what you're going to have? You're going to have mourning. You're going to have hunger, starvation. But that's not going to come from just the natural bread that you eat. That's going to come from the word. So the thing is if I know that there is going to come a time when the word is not going to be here, what do I need to do? I need to store it up. Why? So that way I got something against something. Matter of fact, you know what he told you? Barnabas told you that in the, what's that? Beth Barnabas 1:12? Matter of fact, pick that up. Should be 1:12. If not, hey, we'll figure it out. We'll see what happens. We'll quote it instead. How about that? But the thing is even when we talked about it before, it kind of keeps coming back. A lot of my messages, for whatever reason, keep coming back to the same concept of being able to see how he's given us natural things to be able to understand exactly what he's going to do. So the thing is, he's not giving us anything that we won't be able to understand. You know why? You know what will happen if we don't understand it? We'll be just like, say it again. We'll be just like Pharaoh. We'll start to be trouble, and we'll start trying to seek out the magicians, try to seek out the wise men, because we want to know, well, what is it that's happening? What is it that we see? That's what Pharaoh did. But guess what he had to come back and do? I had to come back and get a true man. That's the only way I was going to be able to store up against it. Because had he not gone to Joseph, what would have happened? All of them would have died. I would like for us to keep going, but we don't have the time to do that today. Unfortunately, I'm trying to keep the time a little tighter now. But the thing is and guess what happened when that famine came upon the rocks of Mizraim? everybody had to come to Joseph because he was the one who was knowledgeable enough to be able to store up the information. Oh, I'm sorry, excuse me, store up the food. He was the one to be able to store up the word. Store up the food that they had. So that way they had something that they can come in and eat. So the thing is, guess what the job of the preacher is to be able to do? Store up the word for the who? No, he stored it up for Joseph. For himself, so that way he can get the caboose. That way everybody be like, Joseph, yeah, praise Joseph. No, it's for the people, because if I don't feed you, then who I got to help me? Who I got to praise me? Where I'm going to get this caboose from? Based off of what? Matter of fact, if we kept reading down in that 41st chapter, it'll tell you that, guess what? That famine, that didn't come upon Mizraim. It came across all. It came across all the land of the Erots, all the land of the earth. Guess what? They all fell on the same famine. So the thing is a lot of times, back when preachers used to say that when I was younger, I used to always think like, man, what's that going to be like? My dad going to die, and we're not going to have nobody to bring forth the word? Like, how this going to work? No, he said it's going to come a time where ain't nobody going to be able to get the word. Nobody gonna be able to get nothing new. They're gonna have to go back over what was old. So the thing is, the only way they were able to get that survival was not because Yahuah said, you know what, I'm gonna change what it is that I told you, and instead of me giving you the famine, I'm gonna give you something else. No, he didn't do that. Guess what they had to go back and use? Whatsoever thing was written aforetime. Because it was written for their what? For their knowledge, for their learning, for their information. And guess what happened when I take on information? I grow by it. I grow by the knowledge and I grow by the information. So instead of me getting, me being like the Rosha cattle, guess what I can do when I eat the word? Matter of fact, the first one, they were well favored. So guess what happens if I eat the things that are favorable? I'll obtain favor. So guess what happened when we take on, and guess what? Matter of fact, we'll go a lot of places. Here we go. Guess what? Guess what the word was? The word was Elohim. That's good too. We could have went there too. I'm with you. In those times, the word was rare because it wasn't always there. But guess what? Yahusha, guess what he told us later on in Yucatan? Told us what the word was. The word was Elohim. In the beginning was the word. The word was Elohim. And the word was with Elohim. The same was in the beginning. But guess what happened? Guess what the word began to do? Began to become flesh and dwelt among us. So now we have flesh that we can take in and we can eat. And guess what Yahusha told us? He told us to eat him. He said, unless you eat my flesh and drink my dung, you don't have what? Life. You don't have no life in you. So what would have happened if the Mizrahites would have never had that food to be able to eat? It wouldn't have been no life in them. So guess what would happen if you don't eat this word? It's not going to be no life in you. So the reason why you're dead, and you're going to die is because guess what? You ain't ate the word. The table being spread. Matter of fact, this is what he did. He has furnished the table. In the Bamar, we are amongst all these other people, and guess what he's done for us? He's furnished the table in the wilderness. He's now given us the word. That's why he put Yahusha up on the two. And guess what he did? Who all came to him? They all had to come to him. And guess what you all got to do now? You got to come to the word, and that's not just physically coming in the presence of, okay, I'm coming into the building and I'm sitting in the pews. No, you got to come to him with your heart. But that's your heart and your mind. You got to fully give yourself to him. That's how we begin to eat him and take on a life. That's through us eating and digesting the word. And when I eat the word, guess what the word is going to have to do with me now? Just like we talked about earlier, if I eat something that's against my stomach, guess what it's going to make me do? It's going to make me throw it because I'm going to give it up because it's against my flesh. It's against what my body needs to survive. So guess what happens if I take on and I eat the word? It's going to nourish me. I'm going to live. Come on. Give me that, what I had you, Beth Barnabas. They call it 2 Timothy 1:12. Listen to the book.
For this reason, I suffer these things, but I am not ashamed.
He said, I'm ashamed.
But I am not ashamed.
Oh, this thing troubling me. There's some difficult days ahead.
For I know whom I have believed.
Guess what Pharaoh would have did? Matter of fact, you know what Pharaoh did? He said, you know what? You're exactly right. Oh, man, we need to set somebody wise and discreet over all these things that can handle these things. So, you know what? Matter of fact, I done saw what you did. You were able to interpret the dream. Let me put you over it. And you know what he would have had to have? I'd had the belief in that man. I got to believe that you really can do it. Because guess what? I tried all these other things. Just like me, I done tried all these other things to see if they could try to satisfy me. I done tried fornication, masturbation, lying, lusting. I done gave myself to so many things. But guess what? They didn't work. They didn't do what it was I needed. They couldn't help me. But guess what he told me he was?
For I know whom I have believed.
I know in whom I believe. And what he's able to do?
And I am persuaded.
I'm persuaded. Guess how far I would have been persuaded by Joseph? Because did he know Joseph before? No. Somebody who was first persuaded by seeing the workings of him was able to tell him. So now I'm telling you by somebody who persuaded me. I done seen his work and it worked for me. Now I come to persuade men. Therefore, knowing the terror of Elohim, we persuade men. I'm persuading you based off the fact that I done seen the man workings. I done seen him work in my life, not just the bad that he did when I did things that were contrary, but I done seen the good that he done. I done seen the way that he's able to change me and make me grow and help me and change my, and elevate my situation, elevate my status, not just in the presence of going from a boy to a man, but also in going from being a Rosha man to going and walking upright. Not just the things that people see, but I know he worked inside me. I know the changes that he done made. Come on.
I am persuaded that in his hands he is to guard what I have entrusted to him until that yom.
I'm persuaded. Guess when Joseph would have had to gather all those things? When the tube was coming. When the tube was there, he had to get it all in. Because guess what happened when the Rosha days came? Because Yahuah, he wasn't going to take it back. I done said it. He told you he's not a man and he should lie, neither is he been a man and he should repent. Had he said it, and shall he not do what? And shall he not do it? So if I told you that the famine was going to come, you think I'm going to stop it? It's got to come. But guess what you're going to have to do? You're going to have to store it up. Against that yom, he said that he is persuaded he able to do what? Keep that which I have committed against that yom. I know the famine coming, so I got to have it. It's got to be in me. I got to have it with me. So when that yom come, when that famine come, when my situation happens, when I'm like, oh man, the word is not readily available for me. You know what? Guess how many times you come into the word? You come in and you hear the word. 3 times a week. So guess what happened in between you come Shabbat day? Guess what happened between that Shabbat day and that Wednesday when you come back? Famine. Famine done came upon you. You know what they tell you? Guess what? The first meal of the day is what? Breakfast. You know what that word is? Break fast. So because in the time where I stop eating until the next time I eat again, it's just like a fast because I'm not eating or drinking. When you sleep, how many of us eating and sleeping and eating and drinking in our sleep? It ain't happening. How many of y'all had the ability to be able to come forth and hear the word? You can't do it until the word is being given again. But guess what you do? Guess what you naturally had the ability to do? Store it up, and you can use the thing that you have stored up until you're able to get it again. So just like, guess what? Ironically enough, we have these what? We have these videos. How do the care? How do the care? We have these videos. Now, we're not going and making videos in these opposite times. Ironically enough, the videos are only being made right here on the Shabbat. Now, if you want to go back and use it, guess what? You can do that because it's stored up. So now the thing is, but it's going to come a time where maybe I can't get to the video. Maybe my internet ain't working. So what I'm going to have to use? I'm going to have to store it up in me. I'm going to have to have this. We're going to have these treasures stored up in what? In earthen vessels. Come on. Matter of fact, I'm telling you something. That thing, pow, pow, that thing shoot from the hip, baby. Come on, listen to the book. Read that again for me.
Yes, sir. For this reason I suffer these things, but I am not ashamed.
I'm not ashamed.
For I know whom I have believed.
I know in whom I believe.
And I am persuaded that in his hands he is to guard what I have entrusted to him until that yom.
I know he can keep that which I have against that yom, against that day of famine. When that famine comes, Lee, get me Romans chapter 12 and 21. Chris, get me back at that bar sheet 41 and 35. Give me that bar sheet first. Give me that bar sheet 41:35. Lee, before you get me Romans 12 and 21, get me U'ala Shemut, which they call the book of Exodus. Book of Exodus. Excuse me. U'ala Shemut 23:13. Go ahead, Chris. Listen to the book.
Then let them gather all the food of these good years that are coming, and store up the grain for food in the cities under the hand of Pharaoh, and let them guard it.
And let them do what?
And let them guard it.
Let them keep it. Let them keep it against that what?
Yom.
Against that yom. Let them guard it because something's going to try to come in and might try to take that. So I need to have this stored up. Same thing you need to do with this word. You need to make sure that when you taking it and you inputting it, that you guarding it, that I'm guarding it inside of me. I'm not letting nothing come in and take it out, and I'm not letting it escape out of me. Come on, get me that U'ala Shemut 23 and 13. Listen to the book.
Now concerning everything which I have said to you.
Now concerning what?
Everything which I have said to you.
Everything that was before. everything that you done already heard. Just like he told you in Romans chapter 15 and verse 4, whatsoever thing was written aforetime. So concerning everything that I did, what?
I have said to you,
Do what with it?
be on your guard.
Be on your guard. You better make sure you hold on to this. You better make sure you hold on to this truth. You know why? Because it's some evil days coming. It's some bad days coming. You better make sure you have this thing stored up. Now go ahead and get me that Romans chapter 12 and verse 21. Listen to the book. This is, matter of fact, this is something Sharath Malcolm taught. And the thing is, you know what? That's okay, take too long. But nonetheless, the value of what you have is, what the word is, you don't realize the time that you realize the value of things, the time you realize that it was important to you, a lot of times, unfortunately, is when it's already gone. It's when it's too late. Yep. The thing is, guess what? Had it not been for Yosef being able to discern the dream, guess what? Everybody else would have known about it. It'd have been too late. So guess what? Though I saw, oh yeah, you know what? Yahuah, just like Yahuah said, he done put the famine on their rods. But guess what? Without having a man to be able to say, hey, let's throw up against it, without having a man to be able to see what we need to do against that day, we'd have found out it'd been too late. So guess what? I'm telling you that there's a day of Mashyach coming. There's a day when you're not gonna be able to hear the word. You're gonna have to show what's in you. Right. Guess what you're gonna have to do? Store it up. Store it up inside you. Come on, get me that Romans chapter 12 and 21. Y'all, we'll close it up here. Listen to the book.
Please do not be conquered by evil.
He said, what was it that the bad cattle ate?
The good one.
They ate the good one. But what is there, Romans chapter 12 and verse 21?
Please do not be conquered by evil.
So is it safe to say that when the bad cattle ate the good, that they were conquered by the evil? Mm-hmm. Okay, but what did he tell us right here?
But you conquer evil with good.
But he told you, don't let the evil conquer you. Don't let the things that try to come in against the word that you done heard conquer you. The thing is, when you're hearing the word, you got a chance to be able to do what? Take a defense. Store up something and then defend against it. Defend it and hold it. I'm not gonna let nothing take it. So the thing is if I know that it's something that can give me life, if I want life, how important is it to me? Very important. It's my everything. Guess what? Everything that I'll die for, guess what else I'll do with it? I'll kill for it. If it's important enough to me where I'll die for it, I love my family enough that if it came down to it, I'll say, well, take me instead. Okay? But guess what else I'll do? I'll kill to defend it so that way nobody can take it. So the thing is you got to put yourself into the point of, I love it so much that not only will I die for it, but I'll kill for it. Not only will I kill, not just to killing a natural man, but mortifying your members, which are upon what? Which are upon their rods. Mm-hmm. So now I'm looking at all those behaviors that we read about earlier. Yep. I got to kill those things out. We don't have time to read it all, but read that 12 and 21 one more time for me.
Yes, sir.
Listen to the book.
Please do not be conquered by evil.
I'm begging you. I'm begging. I'm not a guy that like to beg people because then people hold it over you. But this right here, I'm begging you. Please don't be conquered with evil. But do what?
But you conquer evil with good.
But conquer evil with your good. Conquer the things that try to come against you with the word. Conquer those rosha desires, those wicked desires that you have, those things that are contrary to life with good. Keep taking in and inputting this word against you and store it up and commit it against that you, because I know what he'll do. He'll keep you. Guess what he'll do? If you keep his word, guess what he'll do? He'll keep you. He'll keep you in perfect peace, whose mind is what? It's always stayed on him. So if I keep my mind on the thing that can give me life, how can I die? Stay alive. I hop you. Give you a hand clap.
What's up?
You are listening to Dr. Evie.